All right, so Mary writes in and she asks, is now a good time to do income annuities because the market chaos? She says, I've always poo-pooed annuities as being a money-making product for insurance companies and not a good investment vehicle. However, I'm revising these thoughts and wondering if for people who do not have pensions, there should be some rule of thumb about guaranteeing a fixed income, which is basically only available through annuities, which is true. I mean, you can't guarantee a fixed income, hey, unless you're doing annuities or a pension. Now, Mary happens to have a pension, so she feels lucky in that regard. Excuse me, Growly. All right, so let's see what she said. I would think that people contemplating retirement in this day and age, in this market crisis, would be wise to hedge their bets with at least some percentage of their income guaranteed. Well, normally I say yes until I looked at the numbers. So let's look at this. Remember, a couple things, guys. Annuities are based on two things only: your age and the current interest rates. And right now, if you take my trusty phone and the Apple app, and you can see a lot of red there, but you can see the 30-year Treasury is paying 1.26. That's it. So to lock in a 30-year bond at 1.26, that's not going to get the job done. That's for sure. So let's look at immediateannuities.com and see what we're looking at for. What's going on here? All right, there we go. immediateannuities.com. Am I still recording? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're just going to say we got $100,000 to invest. We're going to say we're younger than these fine folks there. We're going to start it immediately. I'm going to say, we'll just say I'm 65 for simplicity. And we'll say I'm a male, which I think I am. Aren't there 53 genders? I should be able to put 53. We'll say my wife is 61, old Shar, and she's a female. Let's take a gander at what we're looking at here. We're looking at $400 a month. So that's a 4.8% distribution yield, because $400 a month, you times that by 12, is $4,800. Divide that by your $100,000. That's a 4.8% distribution yield. Hope that makes sense. And that's how you want to look at it. For every $100,000 I'm putting in, how much do I get on a monthly basis? Times that by 12 to get an annual basis. Divide that annual amount of income you're getting into, or by, I should say, the amount you contribute as your starting point. So again, in this case, $400 a month is $4,800 a year. Divide $4,800 by $100,000, which is my initial contribution, and my distribution yield is 4.8%. So, and then we're just going to say it's life. So either Charlotte or I are alive, one of us will get $400 a month. That's a 100% survivor benefit. Hope that makes sense. All right. So now what we do is we say, okay, we have $100,000. We're going to get $4,800 a year. How long will it take to break even? Just under 21 years. All right. So I have to have, one of us has to be alive for 21 years in order to make this at all profitable for us. I mean, so if I'm 65, I would need to be alive till I'm 86, or Charlotte is 61, would need to be alive till she's 82, which is highly probable for sure. But that's not getting the job done. That's a fact. So I don't think I'd be doing income annuities right now. I think what I'd be doing is just parking that money in a CD and saying, okay, I have $100,000. If I need $5,000 a year, or $4,000 a year, or $4,800 a year, I'm just gonna pull it from a CD. You see, and when I say CD, I have a savings account, share certificate at the credit union, or something like Ginnie Mae, something like that. So okay, I don't. It's just awful hard to make the. It's awful hard for me to sit here today and say that you should tie up your money, have no access to that principal at all. Instead, turn that in for a small monthly payment where you don't have any liquidity whatsoever on that cash, as opposed to just dumping it in a savings account. And at least, yeah, you might not make as much money. It won't be much you're going to get from a savings account, but at least you have the liquidity. And I think in this day and age, liquidity is more important than this right here. So I'm not a fan of doing these annuities right now. Now, I'm just looking at immediateannuities.com. I have no other idea what, let's see, what else they give us here. 400, that's a single month male. So we don't want a single month. I'm married, man. I want to make sure my wife gets the money too. Single month female. I don't know what firms these are with. I don't know, but that does not make me very happy. Let's just put it that way. So I would shy away from that, my friends. I just don't see much of value there at all. All right, we'll see. Now look, real quick. I'm a fan of annuities, income annuities. I am. Not here. No way. No, you should just dump it in a savings account. And I mean, at least the liquidity, in my opinion, is more important than the guarantee for, that you'll have $400 a month 23 years from now. That doesn't have that much of a value to me. All right, we'll see you.